All right, it is June 24th. I'm at Cold Spring. This is where I left off last year. There's about 18 miles, excuse me, 28 miles that I'd like to do that I didn't do. So just got dropped off here by some people that live nearby and loaded up on this wonderful tasting water. There's people that actually come here to take water home, and they use it. It comes right out of the ground, of course. So it's 12:30, and I'll let you know how I do today. It's about 3:30. I've gone a little over 5 miles. Just stopped for a quick break. It's been a really nice day, actually. Not bad at all. And then saw this view, and off in the distance, that's Mount Lassen volcano. I hiked by that last August, and it's a beautiful view from here. There's a meadow down there, and I think there's even a building. Not sure if someone lives there, maybe. So anyway, yeah, it's been pretty good so far. And then this is the direction I came from. Almost the entire 5 miles was burnt. It was, and there's probably more of it coming. But that's just the way it is. Okay, first day of 2026 is completed. I started at Cold Spring where I left off last year when I got ill. And so I did, that was a little bit before 1 o'clock. And I'm at a tent site. There's a spring nearby here. I stopped here at 6 o'clock, so 5 hours and 10.3 miles. So I'm pretty happy with that. But I am feeling it. My legs, my ankles too. Lots of blowdowns in some areas, and they were tough ones. You had to climb around them, or going over is no fun either. So tomorrow I have 15 and a half miles to get to Highway 36. 8 of those miles I've already done, but I'm going to do them again to get to the highway. And then from there, I'll catch a ride back to Butte Meadows, which is where my vehicle is. And that's where the couple that gave me a ride, we hopped in there side by side, and it's about 20-minute ride from their place up to the Cold Spring. And I just saw a hiker walk by. I saw another one at Cold Spring, a Spaniard. Talked to him for a few minutes, and saw a woman that's southbound, and that was it today. So there might be more tomorrow. We'll see. A lot of burned trees. As you can see behind me, this area isn't burned, but there's more coming. I know that. And fortunately, it wasn't super hot, so it wasn't too bad. But yeah, here I am. And I did bring one luxury item because this is only a 2-day hike. We'll see if I continue to bring this, but I thought I'd give it a try, and actually I think I might. It doesn't weigh that much, so I'll just show you here. It's a chair, and it's super light. It just makes it so much easier around the campsite. And I stopped earlier for a break, about 15-minute break, and sat on this, and I'm liking it. It's super light. I'm thinking I'm gonna keep taking it as I go forward. So anyway, yeah, I'll fill you in more tomorrow. Okay, here I am coming up on the halfway point, mile 13:25. And if you watched some videos last year, you know that I day hiked in here, and from the highway that I'm headed to right now, so in here and then back. But this one feels a little bit more real, I guess, because there's those 18 miles I just did that are part of the trail. And I don't know, it just feels more like an actual midpoint for me. So here I am, and I'm gonna sign the log and keep going. Okay, so I'm about 3 miles from the highway. I just stopped at a creek here to chat with some hikers, the same ones that were at my camp last night. But this is what we've been hiking through, plus blowdowns, and I scraped up each ankle on 2 different logs. So I got a little wound to take care of later, but this is you can't even see the trail. And this is right now about just under my chest height. It has been higher, it's also been lower, so you can kind of see the trail there now. I'd say, of course, this slows you down. It's also very irritating. Fortunately, they're not thorny and scratching you, but you know, they still are rubbing on your legs, and sometimes you can't see the trail, and there's loose rocks or branches, so it's a bit treacherous, but this is all part of the experience, I guess. All right, so I completed the 27-ish roughly miles past the midpoint. Got to my vehicle at Butte Meadows, stayed at Robert's place. So generous, and I actually ended up, the community has 40 people that are year-round residents, but it balloons into a lot more because of all the cabins there that are used in the summertime. So that night was a community potluck night, and so I went and met a bunch of the locals, had a few beers and some of the potluck, which was really nice. And anyway, that was a cool way to spend the evening. I enjoyed that quite a bit. That's one of the enjoyments I get from hiking the PCT, all the different experiences with people. So from there, I drove to Medford yesterday, and which was Friday. And today's the 27th, Saturday. So today I repacked my pack, and I went to REI, which is an outdoor kind of superstore place where you can buy shoes or whatever. And I bought a couple of things that I needed, and spent a little bit of time downtown exploring a bit. And now I'm back at my friend's place. They're so generous to put me up, and then my vehicle's going to remain here. I'm going to catch a bus tomorrow, and then to Mount Shasta, and then try and contact a trail angel to take me to Castle Crags, where I'm going to start off again. That's roughly mile 1500 where I left off. And then I'll hike my way back here, which should take about 2 weeks, maybe a little less. I think it's about 170 miles. I could be wrong, but I think it's about that far. So that's the plan. And then I come back to Medford, resupply and continue north, or get off trail, whichever. I'm not sure yet. I always have ambitions about going a long ways, but that doesn't always work out that way. So at any rate, whenever I get off trail, my vehicle's going to be here. I get back to Medford, and then I can leave from here and go home. So that's an update so far, and I had a chance to work on a blister. My ankles have healed up a bit. They were pretty sore, and of course, you saw the picture of my legs, how they got trashed from the blowdowns. So they've had a chance to heal up a bit too. So anyway, next video is going to be a little while, because I'm going to be at least a week before I have any kind of service to upload. So this is it for now.